Monopoly. You know it as the board game that makes family members sworn enemies and has you mortgaging your favorite properties faster than you can say bankruptcy. But what if I told you this innocent game wasn't always just about Monopoly money and hotels? During World War II, Monopoly boards were actually used as escape kits, helping prisoners of war get out of Nazi camps. Yeah, Monopoly wasn't just a game, it was a lifeline. Let's get into this strange but true story. Welcome to Unusual Perusal, where we dig into history's strangest stories and forgotten secrets. Today's episode, the bizarre, little-known story of Monopoly, a board game that went from living room entertainment to secret weapon. We're about to explore how a simple game helped POWs escape Nazi camps. Let's roll the dice. Before it became a wartime tool, Monopoly was already a household name. Created in the early 1900s, it became a massive hit in the 1930s during the Great Depression. For people who couldn't afford property, Monopoly offered the next best thing, a chance to live out the American dream of owning property, even if it was just on cardboard. So when World War II started, Monopoly was more than just a game, it was a cultural icon. And then it got pulled into one of the strangest chapters of wartime strategy. When World War II broke out, tens of thousands of soldiers found themselves in POW camps, especially in Nazi-occupied Europe. The British government knew these soldiers needed help to escape. But how do you smuggle tools into heavily guarded camps without tipping off Nazis? That's when MI9, the British intelligence agency responsible for escapes and evasions, stepped in. They needed a plan, and let's just say it wasn't your typical spy movie gadgetry. Alright, so here's where it gets really unusual. MI9 reached out to Waddington's, the British company making Monopoly boards, and together they came up with a wild idea. Escape kits disguised as Monopoly boards. These special boards came loaded with hidden tools, silk maps, miniature compasses, tiny saws, and even real currency mixed in with the Monopoly money. The Nazis saw Monopoly as harmless entertainment, so these games could be shipped right into POW camps without raising a single eyebrow. So how did they get these souped up Monopoly games into enemy territory? They used the British Red Cross and fake charities as cover. These groups would send packages marked as relief for prisoners, which got past inspections and made it straight into POW camps. Once inside, the games were shared amongst prisoners, and the hidden tools quietly got passed around. For these POWs, that Monopoly board wasn't just a game, it was hope. Did it work? Absolutely. Historians believe that these Monopoly escape kits helped hundreds of POWs make it back home. Some of the escapes were daring, almost movie-worthy, using the maps to find safe routes and the tools to cut through fences. While not every soldier made it out, those who did owe a debt to MI9's creativity. After the war, the Monopoly operation remained classified for years. It wasn't until decades later that the world learned about this incredible chapter in the game's history. Today, Monopoly is just another board game, but every time you play it, remember that it once helped soldiers escape one of the most dangerous places on Earth. Not bad for a game about fake money and property. And that's the incredible secret story of Monopoly, the board game that helped POWs escape the Nazis. It's a reminder that even the most ordinary things can have a hidden side. If you enjoyed this journey through history, hit that like button, subscribe, and join us next time as we dive into more stories that'll make you wonder what else is hiding in plain sight. Until next time, stay curious, stay bold, and always keep perusing the unusual. Thanks for watching.